Praise the Lord. God bless each and every one of you. I'm here tonight for a pop-up teaching to help you walk in your greatness. I want to welcome those that are watching us on Facebook, on YouTube. We ask that you like and share so that others can be blessed by our time of pop-up. Give me a shout out. Let me know that you're here. I want to welcome those that are watching us on Instagram as well. I am Dr. Robert F. Dow. I'm a pastor, author, and teacher. I help people live better, do better, so that they can release the brilliance in their life. I do that by helping ministers and leaders birth out their books, their e-courses, and I help them find and live out their kingdom purposes. I've been helping people for over 30 years. I'm looking forward to helping you tonight. I've been in pastoral ministry and in coaching for the last 26 years. I'm excited about this time. So I want to welcome those that are here with us on Instagram. Share it out with your friends, those that are watching on Instagram with us as well. And those here on Facebook, those that are watching on the replay, be sure that you put in hashtag replay. This won't be a long lesson tonight. Just want to do a little pop-up teaching that I was inspired. I was having a conversation, so be sure you like and share that. I was having a conversation with one of my covenant brothers, and so really I call his name Dr. Floyd, who's having a conversation, just having a real good conversation, boy. And I just felt the stirring in the wind of the Holy Spirit, and I felt that I needed to do this pop-up live. I believe the next time I do one, I'm going to get him to be on with me because he's so stirred my heart. What I want to share with you in this time of pop-up, and I pray that it add value for those that are with us on Instagram. You can see the title. I want to talk about 3 P's for success and greatness. I want to talk about 3 P's to help you walk in success and greatness in your life. As you know, in this season of my life, I am super excited about this season to help people walk in their greatness. I'm moving towards my my Jubilees coming up in the month of September. I'm going to be celebrating my Jubilee birthday. And in celebration of my Jubilee birthday, I'm releasing what I'm calling the Greatness Jubilee 50 bundle. You can see that there on your screen. Those that are there, those that are watching on Instagram, you can click the link in the bio on Instagram, and then you can be able to get access to that. But it's just a wonderful book that I'm releasing that's going to help you discover and it's going to help you walk in your greatness. Not only is there an ebook that's going to help you move past the place called average, also I have some awesome pastor friends they're doing all the things in those areas of their life. They're going to be doing a masterclass, going to be a masterclass on vision, a masterclass on relationship, a masterclass on leadership, hallelujah, and a masterclass on kingdom entrepreneurship as well. And so I believe that it'll bless you in a tremendous way. You can go to greatnessjubilee50bundle.com and you can avail yourself to that. Those that are watching us on Instagram, you can click the link in the bio. I believe it's add tremendous value to your life. Also, for those that pre-order the bundle, we'll be doing it for another 2 days. It'll end on Tuesday because when I go into September, it's my Jubilee time. I'm so excited about that. It's going to be my Jubilee time in the month of September. Good to see you tonight, Shantice. You'll get access to a virtual greatness training and coaching session that I'm going to be conducting. It's exclusive only for those that have already pre-registered. I've seen many of you are already taking advantage. You don't want to miss out. You want to be a part of this training where I'm going to teach you and help you how to birth out your dream. You're going to learn some practical steps to birthing out your dream. You're going to learn some roadblocks from your dream. You're going to learn how to get the proper perspective. So that's what we're going to be offering with that. Again, you can get that in the bio. For those that are with us on Instagram and those that are watching on Instagram, be sure that you share it out also as well. But tonight, what I want to just share in this pop-up, I want to add some value to your life and teach you some 3 P's for success and greatness. Because when we move into greatness, that's why I put together that Jubilee 50 bundle to help people move past the place of average. The bundle is for you if you are tired of an average life. You don't want an average life. You don't want average finances. You don't want an average relationship. You want an average ministry. You don't want to average anything. You want to move past the place called average. If you know there's more in you, you know there's greater in you, you know there's another level in you, but you're yet to experience. In the teaching, in the ebook, and those courses, what they're going to do, they're going to help you level up so that you can get that greatness out of you. But tonight, what I want to share with you 3 P's that's going to help you move into success and greatness. For a scripture text in this, in Hosea 4:6, just kind of look at the A and B part. It says that my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Also, he says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Now, I want you to know there's some things that'll keep us from moving into greatness. And one of those things is a lack of knowledge. And I want to share with you some P's that you need to understand. This is the first thing you need to know, is that you need a pattern for success and greatness. These are one of the things that people do not know. They don't know that they need a pattern. Many times people, they desire success. They want success. Let's say if you want success in your marriage, you want success in your finances, you want success in your relationship, whatever, in ministry, in business, just in life, man. I want a successful life. And so people have the desire. And I found out many times people don't reach levels of success. It's not because of a lack of desire. It's not a lack of a want to. I know we often quote, and it sounds good, and it's, easy to say. And I say it myself, it's not if you want it, but how bad do you want it? I believe that some people want it bad enough, but they don't have the proper information that they need in order to succeed. Let me say that again. Many of you, your problem is not willpower. It is knowledge power. It is skill power. You want to do it, but you don't have the information that you need to succeed. And tonight, I hope that you can pick up on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook Live. You can pick up what I'm putting down. One thing you're going to need is a pattern. So a pattern, what a pattern is, the pattern is what you will do. The pattern, it gives you instructions of what you need to do. It's not enough to want success. Not enough to be in a body of water and want to swim. You can want to swim real bad. You can want to swim real bad. But if you don't know how to swim, you're not going to be able to swim in the water, because it's not a matter of want to. It's a matter of knowledge and having the proper skill. And so you need a pattern. Let me break it down again. Think about if someone's going to make a dress. In order to be successful, the odds of them being successful and making the dress and it coming out the right way, that many seamsters or whatever, they'll get a pattern in order to follow. I want you to know that God has given us the Bible, basic instruction before leaving the earth. The Bible gives us a pattern that how we should live our life. Well, it comes the same way when you want to have success in your life, when you want to experience success in your life, whatever the area is. I want you to write that down. I want you to type it in the comments that you need a pattern. Come on, you need to write that down, that I need a pattern. A pattern is what you do. Let me break it down a little bit further. A pattern is going to give you something to follow. It's going to give you something to follow so that you can make it work for you. In other words, we often hear this term mentioned that you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Okay. So now let's look at the area that you want to experience success in, the area that you want to walk in greatness. And I pray that that's your desire, that you don't want a average life, that you want a great life. So whatever area is that you're trying to be successful in, I want you to think about this. Do you have a pattern in that area? What is the pattern that you're going to follow? So you need a pattern. I think I saw Coach Cornelius on here. We can see this, and many times we don't translate this to other areas in our life. Coach Cornelius on here, he's a high school football coach. He know that when he's trying to run a particular type of play, a typical type of system, that many people in the athletic realm, that they'll get a pattern or a system. They say, we're going to run this type of offense. So that type of offense, it is a pattern. It gives you a pattern so that you're not starting. You know how to, where people should line up. The patterns that the wide receiver should run, the steps that the quarterback, it is a pattern or the guide. But what happens is what people do, they tweak the pattern and they make it work for them. They make adjustments. That's what's called not reinventing the wheel. Now, I want you to think about this in your life. Do you have a pattern that you're following for your financial success and greatness? Is there a pattern? Is there a system that you're following, a guide that you are making it, tweaking it, and it worked for you? Is there a guide? I know you want to move into entrepreneurship. You say you want to start your business. You know, you want multiple streams. You talk multiple streams. You speak multiple streams. You want multiple streams. Okay. You've been Googling some things. You've been looking at some things. Okay. But this is the point I'm trying to tell you why Hosea 4:6 says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. One of the things they get destroyed is because they don't have a pattern. What is your pattern? What is the pattern that you have for that area of your life? You're trying to get your health right, trying to get your body right, trying to get in shape, trying to get fit. Okay. Okay, you say, I'm trying to lose weight. I want to do it. Okay, you said, what is your pattern? You said, well, no, preacher, you know, I'm watching what I eat. You know, I'm watching my carbs, and, you know, and I'm not eating after 8. Okay, you're doing some things, but do you have a full pattern? See, what happens is sometimes we have missing pieces because what we do, we pick up. I'm finna drop something on you, and I hope you really can get this. I believe it is really going to help you in a really powerful way. This is what we do. Now I want you to catch this. I'm not going to be on this teaching long tonight here. Listen, what we do, we have bits and pieces of a pattern. See, we have bits and pieces of a pattern. We don't have the whole pattern. Hosea 4:6 says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge because they have rejected knowledge. I also reject thee. Many times what we do, we reject knowledge. We reject the full pattern. You say, how do we do that, preacher? Because what happens is many times what we know gets in the way of what we need to know. What we know can get in the way of what we need to know. Those on Instagram, be sure you share this out as well. What we know gets in the way of what we need to know. And so what happens is, you know, concerning the business that you want to start, the ministry that you want to start, what you want to do in your health, what you want to do in your relationship, the overall, your walk with God, whatever the area that you're aspiring for greatness, that's what I'm speaking to. People who want more, want to do more, believe there's more in them, there's another level, that's tired of the average, that want to level up. That's what I'm speaking to. I'm not called to those who are just satisfied, because I'm about pushing you into the next dimension, propelling you into your next. If you're comfortable with where you are now, you don't want the next, this is not for you. But those that want more, now you need to know a pattern. And many times what we know get in the way of what we need to know. In other words, you know just enough to do some things, but you don't have the full picture. And let me help you understand this. This is what happens, how we get pieces. How do we get pieces? People in the business, we get pieces many times because we go to the internet, you go to live streams like you're on now, and because of time's sake, for one thing, you're only going to get pieces of a pattern. Whether I'm teaching like my class where I teach authors, and then I teach those that write after they write their book, or whether I'm doing a ministry class and I'm teaching ministers hermeneutics, I'm teaching them sermon preparation, or we're teaching in the prophetic, or we're teaching someone how to do their own e-course. If I'm teaching you how to put together a course, or we're teaching in the area of relationships, or we're teaching you how to start your coaching business. No matter what I'm trying to teach, the thing that I'm teaching is what you're doing is you're only getting a piece of the puzzle in the teaching. You're only getting a part of the pattern. And so what happens is you consume information like you're on now. So I'm gonna give you the game now. So I'm here to give you the game. Because I want you to level up. I want you to be success. You consume information like this on YouTube, on Instagram, and so you're getting a piece of the pattern. And then you go Google some stuff, and then you go on this live stream, and you're piecing it together. We call that, what you're doing, Brother Facing, if you're still on here, we call that duct taping it. Like you're putting duct tape. You're trying to tape stuff together and you're making it work. But you don't have the full pattern. You just got pieces of it. And people do that for a couple of reasons. Because one, they don't know that they need a full pattern. They think the information that they got is enough for them to succeed. It's not enough for you to succeed. It's sometimes enough to get you from step A to B, but it might not get you to A to Z. You're going to need the full pattern. And I'm going to let you know, how do I get the full pattern? One, first thing, God's people destroy for lack of knowledge. You need to know that in teachings like this, normally you're not going to get the full pattern. It's like when I'm teaching a message at church. That's why you have to hear repetitions. Then you have to keep coming to church. I can't give them everything in one setting. So that's why you have to get the whole pattern. Let me give you another word that may help you. You have to get and understand the whole system. You need the whole system. You don't need just parts of the thing. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, come on, type in the live stream that I'm picking it up. You're picking it up. So some people that don't know that they need a pattern. You need a pattern for your weight. You need a pattern for your health, for your finances, for your relationship. Let me give you another word when we talk about that you need a pattern. Another word for pattern is you need a systematic program. See, you need a systematic program or a course. So many times when people are doing teachings and stuff, you're getting a piece of the program, a piece of the course. But when people offer you a course or a system, the different systems, that's when you give them the whole pattern. And that's what you're going to need to succeed. And one reason people don't get that, because one, they don't know that they need the whole pattern. They didn't know that. But then another thing, what happens with people, the reason they don't succeed, and we're talking about tonight for those on Instagram, those on YouTube and Facebook, we're talking about 3 P's in order to succeed. And one is that you need a pattern. One reason that people don't know they need a pattern is because, one, they don't know they need a pattern. But the next thing, people don't want to invest. See, many times to get the pattern, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. In order to have success, you must be willing to invest. I want you to think about that. Repeat that after me wherever you are. In order to have success, I must invest. And one thing you got to invest is your time. See, just by you being here, those that are watching the replays, Instagram, those that are live, those that are here, you are investing your time. Some people don't want to invest their time. They want next, they want greater, they want to level up, but they don't want to put in the time, man. I call it putting in the work. And see, if you don't grind, you'll be left behind. So sometimes people just don't want to put in the time. Not in the gym, not learning their craft, not in reading, and sometimes just coming in on a call like this or a live stream like this. And so they don't want to invest their time. They want it, but they want it that way. And I'm gonna let you know, those people will always be they'll always be wantrepreneurs. They want to be an entrepreneur. They want to do stuff. They'll always talk about it, but their life will never manifest it. They can talk a good game, but they'll never manifest because sometimes they don't want to even put in the time. If you study all of the greats, all of the people, or whatever level that you find them on that are successful, look at the documentaries. I love to watch documentaries of successful people, but you'll learn a lot about them, whether it's Beyonce, whether it was different football players. When you watch their documentary, man, you'll see that these people really put in the work. Man, they're really, whether it's Kevin Hart, you find out, man, they play hard, but also, man, they work hard. They put in the work. And so you got to put in the time. So one thing, people don't want to invest their time to get what they need. Another thing, they don't want to invest their treasure. They don't want to invest their treasure. And so this is why they never get a pattern. Are you getting this? The pattern is the full picture. That's what the pattern is. It's the full picture of what you need to succeed. And so they don't want to invest their money in the pattern. I don't want to spin the system. I don't want to do that. But this is the thing that you realize. So what they do, they're always trying to put pieces of this and pieces of this together, and it'll take you forever to get all the pieces, to put them together. Let me give you some game. Because course instructors, I'm not a cut creator, but I'm a content creator. Back in the day, I might have used to do a little scratching. I was a cut creator. I'm not a cut creator, but I'm a content creator. I hang around content creators. I'm around content curators, people that make courses and things like that. What you'll find out, they're never going to give you all the game on whatever teaching. So whatever you're trying to learn and you're just trying to get everything you need for free 99, unless there's a pastor and you're getting it in church or whatever, they're not going to give you all the game. You're going to get bits and pieces. And so what's going to happen, you're never going to get the level of success that you need. Shout out 1989. Good to see you, Patricia, one of my old classmates. Not only one of my old classmates, one of my old neighbor. Shout out to you, Patricia. Good to see you on the live stream. One of my old classmates and one of my old neighbors. Good to see you. We pray that you are blessed by our teacher. So what you'll find out is that you're not going to get all the information that you need on the stream. So you're going to have to invest. Now, you need to be mindful of who you invest in and where you invest, but you're going to have to get the whole pattern. Hope this is helping you tonight. Let me give you the next point. If you're going to experience greatness in your life, that you're going to need to know the process for success and for greatness. My old classmate, old neighbor, we were literally neighbors, and her and my brother were real best friends. And growing up, we can knock on the wall with each other. Good to have you on the stream, Patricia. You know, when you grew up like we did, grew up in the projects, grew up behind the 8-ball, grew up knowing many times you didn't see and you didn't have a pattern for many things. You didn't have a father in the home. You didn't have different things. Nobody running business, so you didn't have a pattern. You know, as she know, I didn't grow up. We didn't have anybody where we could go to the store, and our parents owned the store, and so we got to work in the store as little kids. You know, we got to do so. You didn't have a pattern, so that's why many times we have to go find the pattern. But the next thing, you're going to need to know the process. So one thing you need to do, you need to find the pattern for whatever area, business, your ministry, your health, your relationships. You want to, whatever you want to do, you need a pattern, you need a process, you need a system so that you can make it work for you. You can tweak it and make the little adjustments so it fits for you. The next thing you're going to need, you need to know the process for success. You need to know the process. The pattern is what you do. The process is what you go through. Be sure those that are watching on Instagram, share this out. Those on Instagram, be sure you share this out as well on those that are on Instagram. Now, so what you need to know the process for success and for greatness. So you need to know the process. In other words, in your area, what area are you trying to level up in? Man, business, finance, health, relationships, my spiritual walk. You got a course, you got a book you want to write, whatever you're trying to do, whatever that area is. What you're going to need to do is you need to know the process. You said, Pastor Dow, preacher, why do I need to know the process? Because the process is what you're going to go through. See, whatever you're trying to do, that's some stuff you got to go through. It's not going to be easy. Success is going to come at a price. There's going to be some stuff that you got to go through. And so you got to learn what it is that you got to go through so that you can keep the right mindset and you won't get upset while you're going through. Because see, if you don't know the process, you'll get the wrong mindset and you'll get upset and you won't even never make it to your final destination. This is what happened to the children of Israel when they were going through to the promised land. They had to go through a process. And because they had to go through the process in order to get to the promised land, because they got the wrong mindset, when they got the wrong mindset, they got upset. And then they got upset and they got God upset. And how many know they end up with an upset? And they died and wandered in the wilderness because they didn't understand the process. God bless you, my covenant brother from Hawaii. Glad to have you on here with us. Bless you, man of God, and all the great things that you are doing in Hawaii. So you got to understand the process. Let me understand this. For every area that you want success in, marriage, ministry, business, health, there is a process that leads to success. And many times people want success, but they don't want the process. And sometimes this is what we find out. They want success. They don't want the process, and they don't even know the process. Like ladies, many of you got that hair slayed. Man, your hair is slayed. But they know in order to get that hair slayed, and you can just wake up and shake it, man, it took a process. It took hours for you to get to where you were with have that hair like it was. It didn't happen overnight. This not no quick weave. No, what you got, this ain't no quick stuff. This stuff took some time. You was in that chair getting that hair plaited for a while. Wow. It was a process. Now, I want you to know for success in every area, I'm telling you, in the kingdom, see, God will give you a promise. But you need to know that with that promise, there's a process that you got to go through. Elisha want a double portion. He said, okay, if you see me when I go up. So we got to go through, man. We got to go through Gilgal. We got to go through Jericho. That's a process that you got to make it through in order to have success. And this is the thing that I want you to understand, that what you got to do is I'm giving the 3 P's for success and greatness. One, you got to find your pattern. I got to find a pattern. And my good covenant friend, we know that I was so blessed that we had an apostle, a bishop, a father in the ministry that gave us a pattern, like what my ministry that I have, the ministry for my church, what I'm doing, I'm following a pattern. It's a pattern that I'm following, that my man of God, how he ran ministry, that he showed the house to the house, how he dealt with his leaders, how he structured his ministry. I learned this pattern early 90s, and I followed that pattern. Now I tweaked the pattern to make it work for me, because I'm not copying or cloning or counterfeiting anybody. We have to have our own uniqueness, but you need a pattern. And so that's the pattern. But then after the pattern, now you need to learn the process so that you can know what you got to go through as you implement the pattern. Oh, I hope that you're getting this. So what the process is what you go through. The pattern is what you do. Now, I want you to understand it this way. Imagine if a football player, listen, I don't know if I gave you this analogy. Let me give you this analogy. I think this will help you. If a woman is having a baby, she's having a baby, and if she does not know the process that she got to go through, she just seen people with beautiful babies, and the baby's beautiful, got bows on the girl's hair, the little boy, and they just see the little bundle of joy. But she's oblivious of the process, the labor and the contraction. Imagine if she gets pregnant, and now when she start going through the process of morning sickness, it could mess her up. It could be unsuccessful if she was not aware of the process. And this is what happened. When people are not aware of the process, they get weary in the journey. Man, they turn around. They like the children of Israel. They said, man, we be not able. I'm not able to do this. Hear this? I'm about to wind this down. I wasn't planning on being on this pop-up this long, but y'all are pulling on me. Listen, they end up saying this. Man, we be not able. I didn't know marriage was like this. Man, I seen people dressing alike. I saw them dressing alike, looking alike, laughing and booed up. But man, this is, man, you got an attitude in the morning. Man, you at night, and you act funny. You got some strange ways. Sometimes you just say you didn't know there was a process and everything. You start a business, and now you're in the business, and you do the grand opening, and you got the scissors, and everybody cutting. Everybody say, "Yay!" And everybody's there, and you got the music, and you got the cookies. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, them same people not there. And then even if it's going good, you can realize you got to deal with payroll, IRS, all these different things, W-2 or paying taxes. And then now you're self-employed. See, you didn't realize the process. So when you don't understand the process, you get stressed. Sometimes you end up with a mess. And many times you're not able to be your very best because you never learned the process. And this keeps us from moving into our level of greatness that God has for us. And so this is why I say again, in order to be a success, you need to know the pattern. These are the 3 P's. I'm going to give you this last one, then we'll close tonight. The 3 P's for success. You need to know the pattern for success. So you need to find a pattern or a model that you're going to follow. A good example of that is in restaurants. Burger King saw the pattern. They got the pattern from McDonald's, and then Whataburger got it. You see the chicken places, they found the pattern, but they tweaked it and they put their own sauce on it. You need to find a pattern, a program. Then now you need to know the pattern, you need to know the process, what all you got to go through in that, so that you can know how that you implement the pattern. You need to know when to implement, where to implement, how to implement. There's a process. There's some procedures in there. So you need to know the process for that. And when you know the process, you won't get stress in it as well. And the last point tonight, hope this has helped you. You need to know the principles for success and for greatness. You need to know the principles. You need to know the principles. So you need to learn the principle. find the pattern. You need to be aware, mindful, and learn the process. Then you need to learn the principles for success. And what do you mean you need to learn the principles? See, in whatever area that you're trying to be successful in, there's some principles that govern success in that area. Glad for those again that are with us on Instagram. Be sure you go back and watch the replay. You can get the full level. Share it out with your followers there on Instagram as well. And then if you have any questions, maybe we can entertain them for you before we leave. You can put them in the comment section here as well. We'll entertain them. So you need to learn the principles for every area. There's some principles that govern success in that area. So you need to know what those principles of success are. Let's turn if you're dealing with your health. It's dealing with carbs, how carbs work in your body. It's dealing with how different calories. A calorie is not a calorie. Depending on the food that you eat, how that works in that. Your metabolism. There's principles in that dealing with, when you eat, the portion sizes, all of that. And when you learn the principles, now you can be more successful in it. When I had some issues a few years ago with my blood pressure and my sugar levels, when I began to learn the principles, I was able to tweak and turn my diet because I began to learn the principles of food and how all of that worked. And exercise, and I was walking and doing exercise, but the principle is you got to have your heart rate up to a certain degree. And so even though I was exercising, but my heart rate went up. So it's principle. Same thing in your relationship. Same thing in your business. See, there's some principles of success that you need to know for your business. I'm going to speak this. See, the difference between those that do and those that don't, those that achieve and those that don't, many times because they know some things that you don't know. They're not smarter than you. Meaning that they just have more a capacity to learn. They just got some information that you didn't get. And so you need to learn, know the principles. And so this is why it's important that I want to go back to you investing in yourself. That's why, again, I want to encourage you again. You need a coach. You need, a mentor. That's why you need to invest in books, invest in your time and courses, and times in live streams like this. Anytime you can do that. Why? Because this is where you're going to learn the principles that you need for your particular area. You're going to get the exposure that you need. Before we end this stream, this was just a short pop-up stream. It still went long, and I pray that it added value to your life. If it did, put in the chat that it added value to you. And I believe, again, something that I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to invest in what I'm going to be offering. It is my Greatness Jubilee bundle. I believe it'll bless you in a powerful way. I am doing the pre-sale now, but I believe it'll bless you. You can find it at www.greatnessjubilee50bundle.com. Just go to www.greatnessjubilee50bundle.com. I'm telling you, it's going to be a wealth of information, knowledge that's going to help you move past the place called average. And the ebook that I have and 4 dynamic master classes, I'm telling you, it's going to help you learn the principles that you need. It's going to give you the pattern that you need for success in vision. It's going to give you the pattern that you need for success in relationships. It's going to give you the pattern that you need for success in leadership. Those master classes, what they do is they give you the pattern. And for those that pre-order, my Jubilee is coming up in September. I'm ready to party like it's 1999. My Jubilee is coming up in September. But the way I'm going to party for my Jubilee, I wanted to be able to be a blessing to the body of Christ. And so the way I'm going to party, I don't party like other people party, but the way I'm partying is that I'm throwing this Jubilee bundle. And for those that pre-order it before then you have 48 hours at the end on Tuesday, you'll be able to get exclusive access to a virtual training and coaching session that I'm going to do entitled Birthing Your Dream. We're gonna go in, and I'm going to teach you. I'm going to give you a pattern. I'm going to give you some principles and a process that's going to begin to help you birth out the dream that God has for you. And so you'll get free access to that. If you're not able to be a part of it, then you'll be able to watch it on the replay as well. So those that are with us on Instagram, click the link in my bio. And then on Instagram, you can be able to access the bundle. Again, I pray that you've been blessed tonight. Somebody said, I need a pattern. Somebody said, I need a pattern. I need a pattern. Yeah, somebody said, I need a pattern. I need a pattern. I'm glad that it added value in your life. Somebody else said added value. I'm glad that it added value. I pray that you go back, watch the replay. I pray that it bless you. These are the 3 P's for you to experience success and greatness. You need to find a pattern. You need to learn the process. You know the principle. And when you learn the process, then you won't be dismayed when all you go through, because you'll realize what I'm going through. This is all a part of the process for success. I'm falling down. I'm having a difficult time. It's like a quarterback going back. The quarterback get hit. he get hit. And I know Anna, Miss Anna, you know, I know your family familiar with football. I know one of your boys, you know, played at OU, so he know about football and all that. But he know quarterback, when he get hit, he don't get discouraged, because he realized this is just a part of the process for me to have a success. And when you have that right mindset, that's what the process do. It gives you the right paradigm. It gives you the right mindset. And again, I pray that you've been blessed tonight. For those that got in late, be sure that you go to the replay. Until we meet you again, may God bless you. And my prayer is that you'll realize, no matter where you are in this season of your life, remember that God has destined you for greatness. Now it's time for you to go and be great, because God has made you great. I pray that you live better, do better, and release the brilliance that's in you. Good night. We'll see you on our next time together. And we want to say goodbye to those also